Daryl, I'm going to some of the text messages that have come through, and this one says, Salams, I do believe Daryl about Wikileaks. I found it strange to hear Hillary Clinton admits that the leaks has affected America's security. They are liars and would never admit their failure to protect themselves. If WikiLeaks hurt them, they would have covered it up, saying WikiLeaks documents are lies and false. Your comment on this, Daryl?
That is exactly one of the things that we looked at when we were deciding whether WikiLeaks was real or not. I knew WikiLeaks was no good back in 2007 when they first came on the scene. And there are a lot of people out there. I mean, it's kind of hard to fool me now, and I've been around their operations and the way they do business for a very long time, and things like WikiLeaks are very transparent to me. The statement by the criminal Hillary Clinton is just one example of many that led me and many others to believe that WikiLeaks is a fraud. Now, the reason for WikiLeaks is, I believe, to take the internet down and to control it. And they're going to say that there's too much damage being done to our intelligence and blah, blah, blah. We've got to control the internet. It's too dangerous. And so they're going to try and use that as an excuse to put the controls on people like myself and others. And I am here to tell you now, it will fail.
You know, everybody thinks that this could not be real because it's too big of a conspiracy. We'd have heard about it already. Well, what you don't understand about this is that most rank-and-file humans in their everyday lives are going through exactly what you just said. They're too busy worrying about, teething pain in the baby, or going on their vacation, or getting to work on time, or paying the bills. They're not worried about a long-term picture. People who should be worrying about that should be university researchers or historians. What we have found out is that the great universities around the world have been co-opted, and their stories have been co-opted by a Zionist bent. And I'll give you one example in my own studies. When I was back at New York University and back in the day, I had a university professor named Levy, and I took a history class because I had to fill a requirement. So I took this French Revolution and the Napoleonic Wars, okay? And this woman, a Harvard graduate, she was the most prolific French Revolution writer in the world. And now she wasn't French. And she wrote stuff about everything under the sun that you could, sans culotte and la 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 la, going on and on and on and on. The fact of the matter is that I looked at this woman's body of her work, and nowhere in that work were anything about who's financed this whole thing. And what we know today is Calvinism. His name was actually Cohen before he changed his name, and that the French Revolution and the Jacobins and all of these movements were financed with Jewish money, and in fact, the same Jewish money that you're talking about now, just go back 200 years. My point being is this: we do all see a short term, and we don't have historians now able to get the right story out. We're having to be the historians because people with the degree learned Dr. Levy's nonsense, you see. And if I put out a story if I became an expert in Napoleonic Wars and I wrote the truth about those wars, I would be savaged in the academic community. So the lie would stand as truth. And this is why we never get the truth. And people, you have to understand why this has been able to go on so long. They had all of this stuff figured. They know they had to watch education. They know they had to take control of the media. They know they had to take control of finance. So they've done those things, and then they've made it impossible for you to step outside that line without being savaged. The internet was their fatal error. The fatal flaw in the crink in their armor, and we've got one shot, Adrian. We're not going to get a second chance to take these people down. The internet has handed us on a platter an opportunity to expose these criminals for what they are, and we have used it to our best advantage. I mean, I'm just a guy on a shoestring over here, sometimes wondering if I can pay my electric bill, but the damage I've done just by working hard, and others around the world like yourself, have been remarkable. We have come out of nowhere with this technology, and because that means human beings always hunger for the truth, Adrian. We always want the truth. You can lie to me and lie to me and lie to me, but ultimately, I want the truth.
I couldn't agree more with you. I'm 1,000% behind you. You could lie to some people all the time. You can lie to all the people some of the time, but you just can't lie to all the people all the time. And that's where internet is giving us this window of opportunity, which as you very, very aptly said, and I really hope that your audience listens very carefully to this, we have one shot. We have a window of opportunity. The window is not going to be open for too long, so whatever we do in the next 4, 5, 6 years is crucial for the future of mankind, period.